Let's talk. This is Randy, the mobile traveler. We're going to talk a little bit about video I did yesterday. So who's all on here? Say hello. We've only got 4 people. I suppose everybody's just waiting because they know that I'm usually late. Well, I don't think I was late today. Was I? Let's check. Well, 3:01. Anyway, so whoever's watching me don't want to talk, huh? We're going to sit in silence. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, let me see. Maybe I don't have stuff turned on like I should have. Oh, I'm messing with my phone. Hang on. I haven't went live for a little while. Oh, let's see. Oh. Well, the chat should be on. Are you guys typing anything? Oh, there we go. Creek, how you doing? Oh, there is people. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read a little better. Patriot Dan, how you doing, brother? Still in South Dakota. I may make my way up there, I don't know. It just all depends upon the day and the weather and this, that, and the other thing. So what's your Sunday like, Dan? Donna, how you doing? Iowa, huh? Well, can you believe that I'm actually early today? Roy and Becky. How are you two? I've heard from the grapevine y'all are doing okay. By the grapevine, you know, I mean, yeah, the people in jeez, I can't even think. Colorado. Hey, Sandy. 23 tomato plants, huh, Dan? Cool. All right, Creek. You know what? I never did get a coffee cup. I had to make my own. My son gave me a cup and I put a sticker on it. It says, home is where we park it on one side and the mobile traveler on the other. Did I ever show you that? I use it as a catch-all. See? Look at that. See? There's that. And then it just says home is where we park it. Hey, Terry. You can't wait to get out of there, huh, Roy? Becky? One silly girl? What do you mean you almost missed it? Did you go back, take a nap? Hey, Tom. You know, I been talking to somebody. Stan, how you guys doing there? I know I just talked to you on the phone. I'm glad you made it. Oh, the coffee made you forget. All right, silly girl. That's kind of silly. Boots, how you doing, Marcia? I got a fly on my screen. Barack McCat and Astro Van Tony. I was going to call you yesterday, Tony, but I got busier than a one-legged man in a dance contest. Actually, I lied. There was a good show on and I forgot. Southwest Florida. Hey, 3 generations. So, what the hell was I talking about? Squirrel moment. Maybe my Mountain Dew will help. Nah, probably not. Anyway, I am going to start to do... Yeah, that's right, Creek. One of the flies trying to get away. Yeah, that electric zapper just might work. Me, that's my zapper. I killed 127 of them today to count. Anyway, well, thank you, Three Generations. Um, I'm going to start doing a live stream on Sundays. That's going to follow up a video that I do on Saturdays. That'll give us something to talk about. You know, earlier this, a couple months back, I said I was going to start doing some how-to videos. And, you know, what to do, what not to do, so on and so forth. I'm going to help some of these newbies coming out on the road. Because I am finding that they don't know what a lot of stuff to do. So that's going to be what I do on Saturdays. And like I say, we'll follow it up with a live stream, a BS session on Sundays. And you know, I used to do live streams 3 times a week. I actually enjoyed them. So we're going to try to get back to that. Anyway, now I'm seeing anybody talking. I'm going to have to invest in a different way of doing things here. You know, it should be up. Alright, there we go. It's back. So, what do you guys think of that idea? Give me a yay or a nay. That's right, Creek. That my son, that he gave me that cup for Father's Day a couple years back. It is irreplaceable. Yeah, Ace is outside there, Creek. He would be all up in my grill right now, and I wouldn't be able to discuss anything. So, Anthony Pepin, how you doing? Oh, you don't like that idea, Dan? Yeah, tell Karen hello, Stan. Okay, first thing I want to talk about is the video I did yesterday. It's going to be short and sweet, and then we'll go to the BSing. You know, living in the van, it may have come across that I was complaining. No, I wasn't complaining. I was just kind of doing a little bitch moaning and groaning. Brack my cat. No, Lori's not around. Lori's back at home. All right, Dan. I appreciate that. But I want people to know that, see that's what have I got? I'm sitting down on my butt, and I can't stand up. And do you know what that's like when you're, you know, I'm not very tall. I'm vertically challenged anyway. But trying to put your damn pants on when you can't stand up, you got to do it laying down or kneeling down. Or you get dressed in a tent, which, you know, sometimes I do that because, you know, when I have my clam set up and I got the shower set up in there and everything, that's my living room. And that works out good. But places like that, I don't got a clam stuff, you know. All right, Donna. You know, there's just certain things that people need to do that, yeah, okay, so you want me to cut the roof off this thing? Hey, it may happen, who knows? I've been known to do different things, a little, you know, crazy or otherwise. Okay, Stan, it's still tough to put shorts on when you're sitting down. Okay. All right, Creek. Yeah, I suppose when you're in a hurry, you can get them up. But, you know, I just want people to know that, well, hey, there's all kinds of ease, too, because all I got to do is do this, and bam, I'm in my refrigerator getting pop, whatever I need to get. But you know what, Christina, that won't work. I've thought about that old canoe trick. Canoes ain't wide enough, but a fishing boat might be. One of them flat bottom fishing boats, just put it up on top, cut the hole out. But the problem is, those aren't deep enough. I need to raise up the roof about 2 feet, and then I won't hit my head. So, that's true, Donna. You have to, when you're in the house, you got to get up to go to the kitchen. Me, I can sit on my tuchus. Like I say, that's ease. I got my coat, my clothes right here. I can get in my pantry right there. I can get in everything sitting here. But that's not good on the belly either. That's right, 3 generations. There's good in everything. And I wasn't complaining about being in a van. I love being in a van. My other friend Dan said he prefers wheel estate versus real estate. And the reason why, you can get up and just go. Let's see, Bounder Road says, get a pickup camper shell. Yeah, 2 of them. I've drew up plans for that too. Terry, those are good ideas. Oh, you're cooking a pie, huh, Dan? Cool. Catherine Cook, how are you? Yes, no, those are all good ideas. And I've thought about them. I've sat here inside on a cold, chilly night and back in November, December, whatever. You can ask Stanley there. We've had many discussions about cutting the roof off of this thing. I come out one morning and I said, hey, don't be surprised if you see me without a roof tomorrow. Of course, I didn't do it. But I have plans. Good plans. Oh, there's Lori. Yeah, I tried to call you, Lori, just to let you know I was going live at 3 o'clock. But you're out shopping. It's good to see you. Butte, Montana, Catherine. Okay. All right, Roy, Becky, glad you stopped in, and we will see you later. You can call me sometime. You got my phone number. So, let's get back to this van dwelling. Yeah, see, that's why I wanted Lori on here. Because she's been in her van for like 3 or 4 years right now, and I wanted her input. But she's out busy shopping. Mira, you're in Chicago. Well, hello. Glad you can make it. You know, I'm sitting up there looking at the amount of people on this live stream, and there's not very many people. Of course, people are probably busy on a Sunday. I used to do live streams where I'd have 400 or 500 people on here talking. But I kind of like this because I can keep up with the discussion. Let's see. I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, Terry says, cut a hole, weld metal frame book. You know what? If I could weld, that'd be a good idea. But my welding skills, it looks like, for lack of a better term, chicken crap. And if you're a welder, you know what that looks like. 3 generations. Yeah, vans are expensive right now. People, they think that they're gold. But you can find one if you just, you know what? If it's too much money in your town, go to the next. Look at the surrounding areas. I find that campers when I'm sitting here looking online. Very spendy up here. But then I look 100 miles away, and the same camper's cheaper, a lot cheaper. It just depends upon the area you're in. So give that a try there, Three Generations. Look around the area, if you haven't already. I mean, you probably did. And I'm probably preaching to the choir. And if you get an old van, just make sure it's mechanically sound. Let's see, I gotta scroll up here. Oh, that's a good idea there, Dan. He said cut the hole the size of a tonneau cover, build a top just so you fit inside while traveling. A little pop top, if you will. That's not a terrible idea. The problem is, if it's raining or something, I wouldn't be able to seal it very good. Yeah, that's right. One silly girl, demand and supply. Now, Three Generations, I wouldn't say that they are more affordable out west. The vans, they are more plentiful out there. That's one thing that I can say. They are definitely more plentiful. Now, if you get something like mine, you know, mine is ideal if you don't want to stand up. I have a bathroom, you know, it's a composting toilet. I have running water. I have everything that I need, you know. So, you know, Dan, I'm still thinking about that tonneau cover thing. That's really not a terrible idea. But they're only like 8 foot, right? Let's see. Which is consistently more irritating in a van with a standard roof, not being able to stand up. Oh my God. Angel, that's kind of, you know what? More irritating is not being able to stand up. Because you sit down to do the other thing anyway. Come on now. Let's see. You know, Catherine, that's not a bad idea. You know, I can weld, it's just that my welding looks like hell by the time I get done. So, but, the other thing though, Angel, you know, you have to kneel down to go number one. And being a guy, sometimes it's just easier to stand up to take care of that. So, that gets kind of irritating. Your son welds, Dan. He's probably a hell of a lot better than I am. Oh, Angie, I just saw that. You know, I am not sure. I am not sure. I haven't talked to Mike for a couple weeks now, but I don't believe that there's no talk of him coming back to YouTube, which is sad. You know, he had a following. He had a following, and he did good videos. A used hatch from a truck camper or fifth wheel. See, I've been looking, buddy. Stan says. Rocky the Rock, how you doing? Yeah, Angel, there's certain things you got to think about when you get in a van. Jason Shepard, what's the hardest part about living in a van long term, mentally, and the hardest part physically? You know, all right, Jason, let's talk about this. The hardest part physically is the lack of movement. You know, if it's inclement weather and you can't go outside, let's say it's raining for 2 days, well, that's going to mentally, you know, stress you out anyway because you can't move around. And you want to get outside, and you know what? You're going to get outside and you're going to get wet. Well, let me give you, for instance, here about 2 weeks ago, you know, I take medication for my legs, for my spasms. I was 1 day short, so I had to wait till the next day to get them. Well, I'll tell you what, that night, my legs were spasming so bad, I couldn't stand up in the van, so I had no other recourse but to go outside. So I am sitting there going outside in the parking lot, and I'm walking around, and that's not the worst part. The worst part was, it was raining. All night long it rained. And all night long, I was standing outside in it, walking around because I couldn't walk in the van. So, physically, yeah, that's terrible. Mentally, Jason, you know, it depends upon the person. It depends upon the person, you know. For the most part, I can sit in this van for all day long, as long as I have something to do. And most of the time I have something to do, I'm either cleaning or, and you know, speaking of cleaning, you're in a small space. You have to keep it clean, because if you don't, the clutter's just going to be hell. But mentally, for me, there's nothing, it doesn't really bother me. It's just you got to be able to stand up, so that's physical. And it could be mental too. I don't know if that answers your question or not, Jason. Sorry, buddy. And question is, Jason, are you the Jason that I went frisbee golfing with? Or is it another Jason Shepard? Angie, you're welcome. Let's see, Astro vans are great and cheap, and there's a million of them. That's right, Tony. Drive out of the rain, Dan. Well, you know what? It was midnight. I couldn't really drive at that time. No, I'm not barbecuing there, Rocky. Sorry. Hey, Pam. I'm gonna say hello. I'm missing a lot of comments. Oh, hey there, Creek. Yeah. You know, my nephew showed up the other day. Speaking of wood pallets, he had the most beautiful pallets I've ever seen in my life, and I thought to myself, there's like 5 chairs there. But I refrained. Anyway, okay, Jason. Yeah, I thought so. I am in town, and I thought I saw you the other day walking around, but by the time I turned around, you were gone. The Dan van laying down. Yeah, too long. No, that's not cool, laying down. So, yeah, Beta Boy Elvis, Ace is fine. He's outside right now protecting the camp. He's got a little girlfriend out there. And every time she comes close, you know, he's got to perk up. Hey, Dwayne. It says, Dwayne, life is good. Yes, Dandy Dan, I know there's all kinds of videos out there. And by God, I've watched every one of them at least 5 times. The one that I liked was by this gentleman. He was like 6'6", and he made a 7 foot to where he could stand in it. Now that to me looks like a little overkill. But he used wood and he used plexiglass up above. That was really kind of a cool idea. And then of course I've watched other ones where they take the truck campers, the camper tops, and they put them on. And the problem with that also is they're only 4 foot wide. And so I think you would have to cut it straight down the middle, reinforce it, you know, because you're missing a good foot of headroom that you could use. So when I say that I've given this a lot of thought, I really have given a lot of thought. Talked to a lot of people about it. Oh wow, yeah, Angel, this road track would be nice. Well, the Dan van, the guy on here, he's got a road track, and he loves it. He loves it. Astro Van Tony, you're talking about my hat. It says the LA Rams. You know what? I am still a Packer backer. Oh, look at this hair. But this hat was given to me, and I think it just looks cool. I love the color. So yeah, I am still a Packer backer. Well, I can't give them up. Catherine Arnold said prolonged wind would bother me. You know, the wind is bad, and the other day it was windy here, and hell, it rocked me to sleep. My other issue, guys, on being in a van is, you know, that's true, Patriot Dan. You know, you don't want to lose the structure of the van. That's why you leave the back and the front. You know, you don't cut it all off. Because that would ruin it too. But I've seen people that cut 5 inches straight down, you know, off the side, and they seem to be pretty strong still. But, you know, I'm not a structural engineer, so I don't know for sure. Anyway, like I was going to say, my issue with cutting the roof off also is, y'all see how much stuff that I have on the roof. I carry a lot of camp equipment up there. You know, like the clam, some tools, that, you know, rugs that I put out and everything. So, because when I set up camp, you know, I set up a pretty good sized camp, and I carry everything on the roof. So, if I raise the roof, then I have to buy a pull behind trailer anyway, you know, so I can haul all the stuff with me. So I can't just throw it all inside and then travel, because if I do that, then I won't be able to live in it as I travel. And that's my main goal, is to be able to live in it while I travel. But cutting the roof off, who knows? You might see a video on that one of these days, and you'd be like, oh crap, there he goes again. Let's see. So anyway, Tony, I'm not putting down the Rams at all. I just want to let you know that I am a Packer backer. Betty Box, how are you? Sorry I missed you in Colorado, but you know, the video was a couple days later. I guess if I'd have put it out right away, then you could have came down and saw us. What is this? How do you pronounce that? M-I-L-I-I. Kiesling? Melania Kiesling? I don't know. I'll look at it. I'm having a brain fart here. What was I talking about? Oh, okay. Anyway, we're talking about living in a van. I enjoy my van. This thing is great. Oh, Aloha. Okay. All right. They know that. That makes a difference there. That makes a difference. Now I know it's Hawaiian. You know, I know a little bit of Hawaiian. I only know, what do I know? Mele Kaliki Maka. That's like Merry Christmas or something like that. I learned that 40 years ago, and I just thought it sounded cool. Kev C, how you doing? Oh, you're going to Buena Vista here in a couple weeks, Betty. Cool. Dandy Dan built a DIY camper. Oh, you got photos? Oh, is it Mililani? How's that one? Is that better? Did I get it? All right. Cool. No, gosh. Are you in Hawaii right now? Because if you are, I'm going to be jealous. I haven't been to Hawaii since, oh gosh, I think I was, what, 22? Problem with living in a van is car troubles will make you homeless. Vanilla Rain. Yes. You know, living in a van or a Class C or a Class A, the only thing that won't make you homeless is a pull trailer. And, you know, that I had 2 pull trailers. And, of course, you know, y'all know what happened to one of them. And I don't mind living in a travel trailer. You pull the travel trailer where you're going to live, you unhook, you set up camp, and then you have your rig to where you can go to town, you can get groceries, you can do all your chasing, so on and so forth. KFC, looking into buying a 98 ambulance. I heard they were good. Joni Portland, with the truck camper, you can switch to another truck. Yes, you can. Well, you remember I don't know if you knew it, but I had a truck camper many, many, many years ago. Well, Dandy Dan, you know, the new Hawaii 5-0, that's a good show. And Patriot Dan says he's never been to Hawaii. Oh, come on now. Yeah, that's interesting to me. That's where I learned to surf. Vanilla Rain says, I lost my home when I lost my van. And that happens when you're living in a van. If you break it down, you're going to lose it. That's another reason why I got the clam. I can always pitch a tent. So Vanilla Rain says she went right out and bought a car. Oh, the Classics show. Yeah, you know what? That, I can't think of his name now, but yeah, the first one, first Hawaii 5-0, that was a good show. Anyway, let's get back to this van dwelling. So, what do you guys think about van dwelling? Do you think you could do it? Patriot Dan, you think you could live in a van? I know the size. I know how big you are. And, you know, KFC, you know what? All I can say is Mike's doing good. Mike is being Mike. He's doing good. Like I said, it's been a week or two since I spoke to him, but you can do anything you put your mind to. That's right, Dan. That I know of you. Now, and one silly girl said that you was thinking about it, but your rig has everything that you need. And it does. And like I say, I don't want to think that you guys to think I'm complaining about this van, because I'm not. I love this van. There's just different aspects that I wish I could stand up to pee. Okay? Put my pants on. Anyway. Well, John, yeah. You sold your house, you got a high top. There you go. Good luck to you. I know a lot of people that have high tops. There's no problems with high tops. The Sprinters, they're great. I could stand up. I look around and I went, wow. But the other thing mine has is length. Okay, you're dating yourself there, Moose Boots. Now, I have a lot more length than a couple of my friends do that have the high tops. I'm not sure about the Dan van. I'm not sure how long your rig is. It seems to be pretty long. John, yeah, this van is meeting my needs. And, I mean, when it don't, that's when I try to find something else. It's running good. I had no issues really getting home. Well, the alternator was messing up on me, but that's another story. It's not something I could fix it easy enough. Dan, 20.5 feet long. Okay, it's about the same then. What? If I was traveling like you, I would not. You 26 grandkids, Dan. You don't got 26, do you? That's right, Dan. Nothing is ever perfect. And you do. You do have 26 grandkids. Oh, wow. Hats off to you there, Dan. I didn't realize you had so many. I have 3. The 4th is on the way. Stork will be delivering them pretty quick. 20.5 feet. Now that's from front to back, Dan, because that's probably about right. That's probably about the same length I got there. So I can make this thing look like a road trip. I doubt it. Not wide enough. Yeah, Dwayne, they have part of the roof like a train car? Yeah. Catherine Arnold, what do you do when you want to get together with a friend? Just need a companionship, but you're traveling solo. What do I do? Well, you just meet up with a friend. You just go where they're at. Or do you mean in the van? Now, see, I have my seat turned around, my passenger seat, and my son comes over periodically, and we'll sit there and play cards or play dice right inside. I don't have a table, but I got a makeshift table that works great. So anyway, you're going to have to clarify that, Catherine, if you would, please. When you set up your chair outside, your rig facing the sunset, and a little bit of water, the discomfort makes it worth it. You're right, one silly girl, it does. Wow. Still, Dan, that's a lot of grandkids. Let's see. Living in a van or RV or camper, or truck camper, whatever, all takes planning and saving. Having a saving in case something breaks down. Some books out there to help us along the way. That is right. You should have a savings plan. Now, every now and then that savings plan gets depleted, and then you have to sit, and you got to save more. Dan, I love that saying, real estate. I mean, y'all know, my savings plan is depleted so many damn times. What is that old saying? Carter Scott liver pills. But you just keep on trucking. Let's see. Yeah, Dan has the 200. What do you think, Dan Van? Do you think I can make mine look just like yours? Probably not. The width is only 5'9", so it's just a little narrow. So anyway, if you're thinking about living in a van, right now I think I have about, I don't know, is 65 square living feet that I can actually take up. I don't count my bathroom. Well, thanks, Kev. I appreciate that. You're right, Dan. I won't be able to make it a wide body. I can... Yeah, no, that wouldn't work. But, yeah, think about it. Like I said, this is a big van. Excuse me. And Dan's is a nice van. I mean, I'm jealous when I walk into Dan's and, you know, he's making breakfast, which he makes a pretty mean little Spanish, I don't know what he call them, omelet type things. Anyway, the bed takes up the most room. My bed is 6'6" by 30 inches. And yes, I can pull it out and I can make it into a 50-inch bed if I wanted to. But I never have to worry about that. It's just me and Ace. Vanilla Rain. All I needed was a sleeping bag when you lived in your van. Well, I have a little more comfort here than just a sleeping bag. A little more. But hey, trust me, I've done that too. Alright, Catherine says, sometimes I get a hankering to meet a friend to go to the movie, have dinner out, stuff like that. Not often, but when I get the feeling and nobody's around, it compounds everything for the worse. Okay, I get you. I know what you're saying. You know, I guess I travel with people mainly. I caravan with people a lot. Now, down at the LTVA, down at Quartzsite, we have what you call an intentional community. And that's something that we'll talk about later at a different venue. But basically an intentional community is just people get together and we live. We live in the same, we have like a neighborhood. But the neighborhood is a little bit better than that because we all help each other. We eat together, we visit, we play cards, we do fires, we work, it's an intentional community. And it was a really great time. Met a lot of good people. But, so, yeah, Catherine, that's, you know, I always travel with somebody. So I usually don't have that issue. And right now, and I'm not traveling with anybody, but I got family around, you know, to go out to eat with or whatever. That's right, Joe. Angel, that's right. Hey, Ruth, how are you? So anyway, Catherine, don't let it, you know, maybe you might think about traveling with somebody every now and then. You know, put yourself out there, meet a few fellow travelers. You never know where somebody's at. There might be somebody right around your corner. I belong to a group called RV Village. Look into that. Now that has people all over the country. And just the other day, somebody popped in, you know, to where I'm at, and it said there's an RV Village member. And I looked at it. Naturally, I don't know them, but you can get to know people that way. And if you belong to groups like that, when they pop in, introduce yourself. I have yet to meet anybody that's undesirable. But be safe. Oh. Let's see, where am I at? Okay. Now Catherine says that you like the sound of that, but then what happens when you want solitude? Well, Catherine, then what happens is you just leave for a little bit. You know, you go get your solitude. You're free to come and go whenever you want. Yeah, Mira, it is a very safe. It was very safe because we looked out after each other. Stan was on here earlier. Stanley Jump. That's how I met him. Stan and Karen, great people. That's how I met a lot of people down there. And we stayed friends. Come to find out, you know, they're what do you call it? They're hillbillies from South Dakota. Nah, they're not really hillbillies. That's right, Dan. Go to a few places, meet some people, and you'll have people that you want to travel with. And Moose Boots. Yep, met her at the community. That's right, Catherine. There's not a lot of van life on the eastern seaboard. But if you can make it out west, take your time. Do it in spurts. You know, you don't have to go in one quick 5-6 days I'm there. You know, move slowly. That's how a lot of us nomads travel. You know, it takes some of us 3-4 weeks to do what you can do in 2 days. You know, drive a couple 100 miles, stay a couple days. Drive 100 miles, drive 30 miles, whatever. But that's one way to split up getting to where you're going if you're on a fixed income. You know, just take your time in getting there. Now me, I need to take my own advice sometimes. Because a lot of times I'll just cut and run and all of a sudden I've gone 2,000 miles. But anyway, I hope this answers some of your questions on why I did that video about living in a van. You know, I was just, I wanted to put it out there. Van living ain't for everybody. Let's see if I missed anything. Yep. I don't think so. Anyway, I'm going to cut it short, guys. I could sit there and ramble forever. But, let's see, the west coast of BC are... there you go, Kev. But, you know, I like to keep my live streams right about an hour. This is just a little short of it. And I got to go check on the puppy dog. I want to see what kind of trouble he's getting into. Well, hey, Stan, thank you. Thank you, buddy. Wow. Maybella, hey. There you go. Don't just look before you leap. Do a little bit. That's right, Angel. Do a little bit of research before you just buy a van and think you can live in it. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. So, everybody out there, if you're out on the road, whatever you're doing, y'all be safe. You know what? You know what I say? You love one another if you can, and if you can't, you get the hell out of there. Yeah, well, that's what you do. You just be nice to people. All right. You guys have a blessed evening, and I'm going to go do chores. Thanks now. Bye.